I'm thankful to Premlila, Vithaldas Polytechnic and SNDT University for inviting me over here, and thanks to my friend Dinesh Girab sir. Today my topic is integrating artificial intelligence tools. I will be demonstrating live how to use AI tools for your statistical analysis. And parallelly, I want that you should feel that how easy it is to use statistical analysis tools, AI tools, for doing any kind of research. Because I completed my PhD last year and I started my PhD in 2020. I was facing a lot of problem because that time there were no tools available. So everything I was doing manually. And you know, ChatGPT started from November 2023. And my research was ready and I was about to write my thesis. So my work was done and then AI era started. Now at least for the new researchers, AI tools are very helpful. And you can work very fast with a very good efficiency. So that is what is my lecture today. So I will be discussing, pointer. I hope you are having a pen and paper, right? Okay. My outline for today's presentation is importance of statistical analysis in research, challenges in traditional methods, and shift towards AI-driven analysis for faster and accurate insights. Now, why we need statistical analysis? For any kind of research, analysis is a must, okay? Except you are doing a research in arts or some literature. There we don't require much analysis, but engineering, medical science, or any kind of science technology, you have to do a lot of calculations. So analysis is an integral part of your research. For research, we need a data. And when you are collecting a data, it comes in raw form. You have to understand data. For that, you have to do many kind of calculations. Like you get missing data. You are not getting a complete data. You get incomplete data. So you have to find out solution, how to find out that missing data. And also, the data which comes, it's not normalized form. You get different kind of data. So you have to normalize it. You have to bring all data in the one form, one scale. And these problems you can solve with a statistical analysis. And also, more the amount of data you get, better the accuracy of results you are getting. So normally you are dealing with a large amount of data nowadays. In my PhD, I have used 5 million records of data. That is 50 lakhs of records I have analyzed, which was not possible practically manually. So you need a computer tools, you need a computer technology for that to handle a large amount of data. And also, when you are doing analysis, you have to prove, you have to prove your results. You need evidences, okay, why you are getting this result. And that evidence is possible with the statistical analysis. You have to formulate properly, you have to come to a proper conclusion that is possible with analysis only. Then you have to identify many times different trends and patterns. Like in AI technology, speech recognition. Now, when we are creating a software, we have to take many samples of speech. We have to understand different patterns of people. Okay. Likewise, face detection system, you have to take many samples, different samples to understand different facial expressions, eyes, nose, etc. So in research, many times we have to find out different patterns, and pattern goes in millions and billions. So it is not practically possible to do it manually. There comes the use of statistical analysis. Then forms the foundation for predictive and AI-driven research. Nowadays, you will find 99% research is based on artificial intelligence. The main component of AI is prediction. Okay, AI has many roles, but the prediction is also one of the part. So you can predict the future based on the past data. Now past data you have to collect, you have to collect many records, and then you have to do analysis, and based on the analysis you can do analytics. Achha, whether you know there is a difference between analysis and analytics. Analysis means analyzing the past data, and analytics means predicting the future. And based on the prediction, nowadays companies are working, all e-commerce companies, and Government of India is also working on many prediction-based models. Like I will give you an example of e-commerce company where they are predicting the sales revenue. How much will be the sales revenue based on the advertisement expenses and based on the past data. I will be taking that example. So prediction is also possible with the help of statistical analysis, and it ensures the accuracy and reliability. In my project, I have worked on traffic prediction model, and my accuracy was 87%. And that accuracy can be increased, but you need more number of data and practical implementation of that. So accuracy can be increased up to 95 to 97%, in some cases 99% also. So all these things are possible with the statistical analysis only. Without statistical, you can't work. Now, you know, every kind of solution comes with the challenges. There are challenges we are facing, and in future also will face. If you will do all these things manually, it is very time consuming. It takes a lot of time, and to create an awareness or to make you feel that how much time it will take, we will take one problem, we will solve it manually, and then I will show you live how to solve with the AI tool. So it's a time consuming process, and there is a lot of human error possibility. Okay, out of 10 times it is observed that 7 or 6 times human being is generating a correct answer. The efficiency of human, if you will Google it, you will find 60 to 65%. Okay, even if a good researcher or an experienced person is always doing a mistake. So human error is one of the case. Then if you want to work on advanced techniques, you should have a knowledge of statistical mathematics. So many times, like the person or the student from the arts field, they don't know the statistics, right? Even engineers are taught basics of probability and mathematics. We are not good statisticians. So if you want to go in detail, you can't go into the detail without the knowledge of statistical analysis. Then limited visualization. Manually, if you want to draw graph, histograms or bar graphs, sometimes it becomes difficult. So it has a limited visualization, and analysis is error prone. Difficulty with a large data set. As I told you, I have worked with the 5 million rows of data. Now practically, it is not possible for me to go through 5 million rows and find out where is the problem with the data, where is the missing value, okay, or duplicate values, how to remove the duplicate values. So it's not possible with a large data set. It's time consuming and limited predictive power. You can predict, because prediction is there from so many years, from last 50 years, we are predicting about the weather. Okay, weather forecasting is there from so many years, but it has a limited scope. Nowadays, slowly weather prediction has become better and better. That is because of the artificial intelligence. And interpreting the challenges. Now, conclusion, AI can give you a fast conclusion and different dimensions of conclusion. You can interpret your data in many different ways with the help of artificial intelligence. If you are doing work on 2D, 3D, you can go up to the n dimensional, because nowadays there are tools available, NumPy, Panda, Scikit in Python, where we can work in n dimensional. That is only possible with the help of artificial intelligence or AI tools. So now we are shifting towards AI for our problems because AI processing is very fast. Especially nowadays, you will be surprised how fast it is working. Last week, I was busy with national level summit where 400 people came from 7 states. So what I did, I have taken this as a challenging task. First, I worked manually. Okay, complete logistics from which states they are coming, their data collection, and then allotting them rooms according to the preference, according to the designation. You won't believe it took nearly 3 days for me. And each day I was sitting 6 to 8 hours, 24 hours it took to completely allotting them the rooms, collecting data, and many other things. And then what I decided, I'll do it with the artificial intelligence. Then I started doing same work with the help of ChatGPT and other tools. It took only 2 hours. So you just understand 24 hours work is done only within 2 hours. And that also with the 99% accuracy, I can say. Some changes were needed, which I have done manually, but 99% of the work was done only in 2 hours. So with such a high speed we can work, we can completely automate our data process, like cleaning our data, missing data values, removing the duplicate values. Okay, so that can be automated. It enhances accuracy and it can detect the pattern also. Like I was getting data from different states. Now some people were present in Padadhikari group also, some females were present in female group also along with the state data. So finding duplicates, removing them according to the position was a difficult task for me manually, but it was done very smoothly with the help of artificial intelligence. Only thing is that you should know how to write the prompt. Then predictive analytics, natural language insights. Nowadays you have tools in Marathi, you have tools in Gujarati, you have tools in different language. You can use your mother tongue language to interact with the artificial intelligence for better understanding. Integration with the big data. I told you that we can work with the millions of records with the help of artificial intelligence. Interactive visualization. AI is very good in generating graph, okay, giving you the visualization, and you can come to the conclusion very fast. Support for non-statisticians. So all the people who are unaware of the statistics, they can also work with the help of AI. I will be taking one example where absolutely I will be demonstrating hypothesis. I think the students who are in the initial phases or they are doing research, they might be knowing hypothesis. Now hypothesis is a very difficult part of research. Their formulation of problem itself is a very difficult task. Okay, your guide will reject 10 times. No, the statement is not correct. You formulate again. So now with the help of AI, you can formulate very fast and you can solve it very fast. I'll show you live. And time and resource and efficiency. You can save your time, and time is a money. And nowadays, if we want to compete with the foreign countries, we have to do tasks very fast. I will be concentrating on descriptive and inferential statistics. Now, descriptive statistics is summarizing and describing the data. What is data? So, I'll be discussing what is mean, median, mode, and standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and the range. Then I'll be going to the inferential part where we can draw conclusions and we can do predictions. There we will see t-test and regression model and ANOVA. Finally, we will come to the conclusion that how AI enhances efficiency and the speed of the operation. So let us start with the descriptive analysis. First, we'll understand role of AI in statistical analysis. AI automate data cleaning and processing. If you have worked on data, you might have realized that many times we get incomplete data. We don't get complete data. There are many missing values. And many times there are duplicate values. And that is a real headache. In, say, a data of 1 million records, it's very difficult to find out which values are again and again repeating. And finding the pattern, okay, is very difficult task. That is very easily can be done with the help of artificial intelligence. Then pattern detection, as I told you, when we collect some data, we try to identify the pattern for facial expressions, for speech recognition, handwriting recognition, right? There are softwares nowadays which can detect your handwriting also. And for that, the first part comes your data collection, and second part here comes identifying the pattern, because everybody has a different type of handwriting. So there we need a pattern detection. So AI can detect pattern, clustering is possible, collecting all the elements in one group, and finally predictive analytics and regression model. So I will be taking one example how to predict sales revenue based on the advertisement expenses with the help of regression model. These are the AI tools. Excel with AI and Copilot for descriptive analysis, we will be using it. Then Python programming language, very useful tool for statistics. We can use different libraries like Pandas, NumPy, SciPy, Scikit-learn, etc. IBM SPSS, Jamovi, JSP with AI-assisted modules. Power BI and Tableau is a very latest one. It is basically used for visualization. And ChatGPT for interpreting results and research language. So out of these 5 tools, I will be today demonstrating 3 tools, that is Excel with AI and Copilot. Second is Python. I'll be taking one small Python program. And third, we will see how to use ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is the most convenient tool nowadays available. So let us start with the descriptive analytics. First we'll see measure of central tendency, where I will be discussing what is mean, median and mode. And second part is measuring the dispersion or the spread of data with the help of standard deviation, variance, min, max and range. And third is measure of frequency and distribution, where we will be counting how many or where the data is repeating how many times. That is frequency counts, and we will see how to plot histogram plot. So first is measure of central tendency. Now mean, I think all of you might be knowing, except I think some art students, because art students are not doing anybody is here from arts. So I don't think you are aware of the mathematics, but I have shown in a very easy way. Mean or the average is the summation. You sum all the values and divide it by the total number of data elements present. So I have taken here x1, x2, x3 up to xn. These are the data points divided by the number of data points. Example is, we are taking 5 different data values, 24, 13, 19, 26, 11. The sum comes to 93. Because there are 5 elements, divide by 5, it gives you 18.6. Now there are 5 values, you can take a mean very easily. If I am telling you to take a mean of 1000 values, just realize the scaling gives the problem. So this is the way we find out the mean. And now I am coming to the median. Now median is nothing but the central point of any data. Now I have taken an example. Median is a middle value in ordered array of numbers. We organize all the numbers in one particular order, ascending order from lowest to highest. So I have taken an example of odd numbers. So these are the numbers. There are total 17 elements, data elements in an ordered array, and I want to find out which is the middle position. So position of median, the formula is n plus 1 by 2. There are 17 elements, plus 1, 18, divide by 2, 9th. 9th element is the central element in this data set. So we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 15 is the central element. See, there are 7 elements, 8 on the lower side, 8 on the higher side, 1 is the central element, right? And then we will take an example of even numbers, because number of elements can be odd or even. The formula is same. Now I have taken 16 elements, number 22 is discarded. So there are 16 numbers arranged in the particular array. So formula is same, n plus 1 by 2, 16 plus 1 by 2, 17 by 2, it is 8.5. Now 8.5, that means we have to see the 8th element and 9th element. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 14 is 8 and number 15 is 9. The median is 14 plus 15, that is 29 by 2, that comes to 14.5. So with the help of this formula, you can easily find the median. I had given you only 17 and 16 numbers. Just imagine if I am giving you 1 million numbers, 10 lakhs. Because I told you I worked on 5 million rows. Now it's practically not possible. That is only possible with the help of AI. Mode. Now what is mode? Mode is most frequently occurring data element in any data set. Now data set is available in front of you. You can see on the right hand side. Now within a 5 seconds or 2 seconds, can you tell me which number is repeating very fast? It's written 44, but if I am giving you only a table, you will take at least 10 to 15 seconds to locate which number is repeating again and again. So 44 is repeating more number of times. You can see the third column. So number 44 is the mode of this complete data set, right? So you are clear with how to find out the average, that is mean. You are clear with how to find out the median, that is the central data element. You are clear with how to find out the mode of data. Now the next part is measure of dispersion or spread. How much data is spreaded? Okay, what is the dispersion? That you can find out with the help of variance and standard deviation. Now before going into the variance and standard deviation, let us understand what is deviation. Deviation means the change of your value from some specified value. Here that specified value is the average value. Now I'll take an example. This is a data set 5, 9, 16, 17 and 18. I want to find out the average of these values. So summation of all x values divided by n. If you will sum all these values, it will come to 65 by 5. Total is 13. 13 is the average of these 5 numbers. Now I want to find out deviation of all these numbers from 13. You can see the scale I have shown. Now this is the average value, mean. Okay. So first value 5 is 8 times less than average. That is minus 8. Second value 9 is 4 times less than 13, minus 4. 16, it is 3 times, or it is plus 3 more than your average value. And then 17, it is plus 4 than average value. 18, it is plus 5 than average value. So this is called a deviation. How much our number values are deviating from that average, right? Okay. Now, you will find one thing, the deviation can be positive or negative. It depends whether number value is less or more. I want what is average deviation, and that is possible by squaring all these values. See, this x minus mu, abhi हमने find out किया, that was minus 8, minus 4, plus 3, plus 4 and plus 5. If you will add all these values, you will get 0. Okay, now what I will do, I will take a square of all these values. So minus 8 square is, minus minus square is plus 64, 16, 9, 16 and 25. So x minus mu square, the sum comes to 130. You divide this 130 by 5, it will give you the average deviation 26. So on an average, variance is defining how much our numbers are deviating. But this will not give you the true picture because this is the deviation of square values. X minus mu square. We don't want the square deviation. We want value which is closer to the actual deviation, and that is possible with the standard deviation. Now what is standard deviation? The variance is denoted by sigma square because it is the average of square values, and standard deviation you take a square root of sigma square. So sigma square root is sigma. 26 का root अब अगर आप लेते हो तो it comes to 5.5. This is giving you the true picture. So our data set values are on an average deviating 5.1 from the average value. So I hope you are clear with standard deviation and variance, because you have to solve one problem, right? Coming to the min, max and range. Now data set is in front of you. 35 is the minimum value, 48 is the maximum value, and the difference of 48 and 35 is 13. So min value is 35, max value is 48, the difference is a range 13. It's very easy to find out because number of data values are very less. Just imagine the 1 million, 2 million or billions of records. Very difficult to find out all these things manually. Now we will see what is measure of frequency and distribution. Frequency means how many times a particular data value is repeating. So you will find here, this is a data set given. 10 is repeating how many times? 4. Frequency is 4. 11 is repeating 6 times. 12 is repeating 3 times. 13 is repeating 2 times. So this is a repetition. This is called as a frequency. How many times your data value is repeating. It is also used to find out the duplicate values or to remove the duplicate values. Now for small data set, easy. Again, millions of records, it's practically not possible. This is called as frequency count. Histogram. Now histogram is a graphical representation of frequency. If I want to find out the frequency of particular thing, that can be shown graphically very easily with the help of histogram. So histogram and bar chart are very similar, but still there is a difference. In bar chart you will find some gaps. Bar chart is basically not a continuous one, while histogram is continuous. So you can see here, this is a data set given 1, 2, 2 and 3 shown 4 times, 2 times 4, 5 and 6. So 1 is only, it's not repeating its single value, 2 is repeating 2 times, 3 is repeating 4 times, 4 is repeating 2 times and so on. So this is a histogram which shows you the frequency of any data value. So I think you might be clear. So take a pen and paper. Okay, we will invest 5 minutes to do, to find out these values manually. And then we will see how with the help of Copilot in Excel, we can find within a fraction of seconds, right? So you have to calculate mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, minimum, maximum, range, frequency, and finally draw the histogram. This is, yeah, so I think you do one thing, you just find out first 4 values. Mean, median, mode and standard deviation. Because there are time restrictions, so we will find 4 values only. I had given you 20 values, right? You have to find out average of 20 values. You have to find out central value, median, mode and standard deviation. You just find out and keep it with yourself, okay? Then we will use AI tool Copilot and we will cross-verify whether your answer is correct or not, right? And if anybody is interested, they can find variance also, because for standard deviation you have to find out variance first, right? And then square root of variance is a standard deviation. Minimum and maximum also you can find, range, frequency. You will realize with only 20 values how much difficult it is. Let us forget about the millions of rows. These are the marks of my student, right? Out of 70, these are the marks. With the help of calculator also, it's very difficult. I think 7 minutes are over. How many values are calculated? first four. Because we have a time restriction, so we cannot devote more time. Whether first five values are calculated up to variance or first three. Okay, I think it is sufficient, okay, to realize how difficult it is. Let's solve it with the Excel, and I'll be using a Copilot AI. I'll be demonstrating three tools. First tool is Copilot. These are the data values you can see on Excel sheet, right? Values are visible? Okay. Now I'll be using a Copilot, and I'll be writing a prompt. I hope all of you know what is prompt. Prompt is basically a descriptive explanation for doing anything, right? So I have a Copilot. I'll open Copilot. Okay, I have to connect it online. 1 minute. I'll just connect. Because AI needs you to be online. Yeah, correct. Thank you. Okay. So let us start Copilot again. Okay, now I'm online. You can see the space for writing the prompt. 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, see, one problem is that all AI tools are currently working online only. I was trying to open Excel sheet from my C drive, that is local disk, but it was giving a problem that you have to be online and there should be an auto save. Auto save option should be enabled. So what I did, I started this Excel sheet from my OneDrive, which is online. So you can see here it is welcoming me, and I will write a prompt there. Okay. Now my data is starting from cell number C2, column C, row number 2, and ending at row number 21. Okay, so how I am writing a prompt, just see. Find out mean, what do you want? Mean, comma, mode, comma, median. Okay, find mean, mode, median, then variance, comma, standard deviation, comma, min, that is minimum value, comma, maximum value, comma, range, and what else? Frequency, and draw or plot histogram, full stop. The data cells are C2 colon C21. So I had given only the column from where data is starting, where it is ending, and what I am interested to find out. Just press OK. Copilot will take some time to give you the output. Copilot is connecting to the Microsoft server. Their calculations are going on, and finally output will come on local PC. You can see here Copilot has taken complete data and values are available. Mean is 48.2. You just cross verify whether it is correct. And mode is 53. Correct? And median is 50. Right? And variance is 65.16. That is square of deviation values. Standard deviation is 8.02. And minimum value is 25, maximum value is 59, and range is 34. That means the minimum is 25, highest value is 59. 59 minus 25, 34 is the range of values. And if you want to see the frequency, 25 only one time, 38 number is one time. Acha, complete frequency is shown. Let us see the 50. 50 number is repeated twice. 53 is repeated thrice. 55 is repeated 2 times. So let us look at 55. This is 55, right? And one more 55. 55 is repeating 2 times. And 53 is repeating 3 times. So let us find out 53. We'll take 2 numbers only, for example, 53 and one more case. 53 3 times. So yeah, this is 53, correct. So you can see the green color. Color is visible, no? Color is not visible. 1 minute. Now you can see the green color, 53, 53, 53. So AI is finding out accurately all the values. And then histogram. This is a histogram. Insert to the sheet. Now histogram is inserted in the sheet. So you can see between 25, how to understand histogram. Between 25 and 29, values are not repeating. Okay, 25, 1, etc. Between, I think, approximately 37 and 42, values are repeating, or there are 4 values between 37 and 42. Between 42 and 46, there is only 1 value. Between 46 and 50, there are 5 values, right? 46, yeah. So let us find out between 46 and 50, 5 values are there or not. 46 and 50. So 38 is not there, 25 is not there, 39 no, 53, 55 no, 47. I will, whether color is visible to you, it's visible. This is 1 value, and second value 50, 56 is not there, 52 no, 48 yes, okay, 50 no, 50, now 50 we have to take, third value, then 41, 49, fourth value, okay. So 47, 52, 3, 4 and 5. See, there are 5 values between 46 and 50. So histogram is giving you accurate result. Yes, you can state the range. You have to write, find out. I will write the prompt, find out or draw histogram for values between, you can specify any range. Let's say between 50 and 60. So draw histogram for values between 50 and 60. Just write a prompt, it will give you immediately. Almost there.
So if I group it,
You have to write remove blank.
25 to 35, if we group it as 1, so that blank can be removed. So can
Yes,
we
you
give
can
command
remove
like
by
that?
writing a prompt. You can write a prompt that remove all blank values and only values which are present. For that you draw the histogram. It totally depends upon the prompt, how you are writing a prompt. And while writing a prompt, you have to be very specific. Like you have observed, I had given the range from C2 to C21. Your prompt cannot be absurd. You have to be very specific. Okay? So this is the prompt available. Insert into the sheet. I'll delete it. This is a prompt showing all the values between 50 and 60. So you can write a prompt to remove the blank values, right? So I think this is sufficient to explain you how the Copilot works and makes your work very easy and very with a 100% accuracy, right? Okay. We will come to question answer round afterwards. Let us continue with other topics first. So descriptive analysis part is over. Now we will go to inferential statistics, which is again a very, very difficult part of research, because formulating histogram, doing t-test, f-test, finding probability, and doing ANOVA, analysis of variance, and regression model. These are the most difficult part of your research, but that can be done very easily if data is available. You need a proper data for all these things. Now, we will start with the hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Any research student? Hypothesis is basically a tentative statement, and it is a proposed explanation. It is made based on limited evidences as a starting point for your further investigation. Suppose say you are going to the doctor and you are saying that today I am not feeling well, I have a headache, body pain, etc. Now there is a rainy season, so doctor will immediately come to the conclusion that you are suffering from flu. Okay, so he will give you a medicine for flu and he will observe you for 2-3 days. But there is a possibility of dengue also, right? But immediately he will not say you that you are suffering from dengue. First he will say that yes, you are suffering from, I am 99% sure this flu only, based on symptoms and his own experience, right? That is hypothesis. We are basically giving us the explanation or statement based on our experience and our knowledge. That is a hypothesis, and it has two parts. One is null hypothesis and other is alternate hypothesis. So what is null hypothesis? Null hypothesis where things are working as expected. Like I told you that if you are going to the doctor, he will say you that you are suffering from flu. That is null hypothesis. That he is sure that many of my clients are suffering from flu, so you are also suffering from flu only. Chances of other disease is very less. Alternate hypothesis is exactly complement of null hypothesis. Okay, that is where something new or different thing has happened. Like you are not suffering from flu, you are suffering from dengue. That is alternate hypothesis. So immediately we don't come to the conclusion that yes, you are suffering from dengue. The other example is if you are having a chest pain. Doctor won't tell you that you are suffering from direct heart attack. He will tell you you might be suffering from some gas problem or some stress, etc. Okay, that is null hypothesis. But if you are suffering from heart attack, you are going for a ECG, that is something new and sensational. So that is your alternate hypothesis. For hypothesis, there are many different type of tests available. I will be explaining or I will be demonstrating t-test. Okay, how to find out whether to accept null hypothesis or whether to reject null hypothesis. There are types of t-test available. Independent t-test, it compares the means of two different groups. Example, male and female score. In the classroom, it can compare how many male students are getting marks, what is the average of male score and what is the average of female score. paired t-test which can compare before and after score for same group. What was the score last semester and what is the score in the next semester? That is possible, prediction is possible with a paired t-test. I will be demonstrating one sample t-test comparing sample mean with the known population mean. Now first of all, what do you mean by a sample and population? See, sample is something which we are collecting. If I want to find out how many people are suffering from dengue or flu, I will take samples. Okay, I will consult all the people who are suffering from headache or body pain, etc., and I will try to find out 5 people, 10 people. That is sample. And population means the overall. Okay, in particular Bombay there are 2 crore people. So out of which say 5 lakh people are suffering from some disease. That's a population. So normally in research we are working on sample data because it's not possible to collect the whole data. That is sample and population. Now one sample t-test for null hypothesis and one sample t-test is used to compare the sample mean with the known population mean. Mean just now you have seen, mean is the average. We are comparing the average of our own sample with the average of entire population with the help of t-test, and we will come to some conclusion. This is the formula x bar minus mu upon s by n, where x bar is observed mean of the sample, that observed value ka we will be finding out the mean, and mu is the theoretical mean of the population. Like in academics, as a teacher, I compare my student performance with the performance of all the students in Maharashtra, and I come to conclusion how well my students are performing compared to the Maharashtra student. So Maharashtra government is giving us the average score. Like I am teaching computer subjects, so let us take an example of computer networks. Okay, so I am having 60 students in the class, but in entire Maharashtra, more than I think 1 lakh students are sitting for the same subject. So when I am considering the students of all over Maharashtra, it's a population. When I am comparing only my class students, it's a sample. So I am taking an example of comparing my student score with the entire Maharashtra state score. Okay, I'll be doing a hypothesis on that. So I need mean of my sample, that is x bar. I need a theoretical mean of the entire population, which is given by the Maharashtra government. And S is nothing but the standard deviation of the sample, and N is the sample size. Now larger the sample size, more closure will be the prediction. Okay. Now there are 2 ways. Either we should use this formula and calculate the t value and we should come to the conclusion, and other way to use the AI, right? So this is the t distribution. T distribution or t-test is used when your sample size is less than 30, and I have shown you the sample size of 20, right? Population standard deviation is unknown. I don't know the deviation of entire Maharashtra students. Population deviation Maharashtra government is not giving us. Then sample standard deviation is known. My sample deviation I know, just now we have calculated. So when you know the deviation of your sample, but you are unaware of the deviation of your population, and if your sample size is less than 30, you can go for this test. These are some of the conditions for t-test. Now this is a t-distribution curve. Now this is probability curve. We call it as a probability distribution. I think very few students might be learning all these. Those who are in engineering or in statistics, these things are very new for, I think, arts and commerce students. So this is a probability distribution curve. It is called as a bell-shaped curve. The total area under the curve is 1, which is probability. You know, probability, when I say the India and some foreign countries playing cricket match, we say that chances of winning India is 90%. That's a probability. And in mathematical term, we say it is 0.9. Okay, 10% chances of losing, 90% chances of winning. So 0.9 and 0.1. So that's a probability. So this is normalized. And value of the area under the curve is 1. There are types of t-test. One tell t-test, it is used if testing in one direction. I wanted to find out whether my student score, average score, is more than the average of Maharashtra state students. So it's a one direction test, right? I want to find out whether they are more or not. Okay, I'm not finding whether they are unequal. It will be unequal. It can be less also, it can be more also. But my aim is to find out, I want to find out my student average score is more or not. That is a one direction test, that is one tell test. So you can see here, you can see the green color. Green color is the acceptance region. I'm not going into detail because teaching statistics is not a job of 1 hour. So I'm just coming to the point. Green color is the acceptance region. If my value falls in the green region, I will accept my hypothesis, or I will not reject my hypothesis. And if my value of t value falls within this red region, I will reject my hypothesis. This is the rejection region and this is the acceptance region. Now two-tell test is used when you are finding out whether group mean or group average of A is not equals to group average of B. See, not equals to means what? The group A average can be more also or it can be less also. So that case we go for a two-tell test. If our value is lying in this red region, the hypothesis is rejected, and green region it is accepted. So the upper portion is basically finding out whether value is more or not, and lower region is finding out whether value is less or not. So we will go for a right tell test. Again we are classifying into left tell and right tell. Let us not to go in detail because there's a time restriction. So I am using a left tell, I am using the right tell test. Whether my student score is more than the average score of Maharashtra or not, that is a right tell test. Now in this test, you will find one thing, T critical. This is the critical value which we have to find out. Now this critical value you can find out from this T table. This T table gives you the critical value which defines your rejection region. Now if you note carefully, the critical value of T is 1.725. Now this 1.725 critical value defines the rejection region. Now this value can be more also or this can be less also. Accordingly the region will shift and our conclusion will change. Now how to find out this T critical value? For that you need a T table value. Now in T table value, this significance level is playing very important role. What is significance level? This is, I am taking 5%, I am directly coming to the point, 5%, most commonly used in research. Now this significant level tells you the probability of rejecting the null hypothesis. 5% chances are there that we may reject our hypothesis, and 95% chances we may accept our null hypothesis. So in t-test, the first row is the confidence level, which is 1 minus alpha. I have taken 5% significance level, so divide by 100, it comes to 0.05. So 1 minus 0.05, that comes to 0.95. And in my data set, there are 20 values. I am taking 19 values, that is called as degree of freedom. Now degree of freedom is something which can be explained to you with the help of example. I can tell you the formula n minus 1. If I have 20 values, I will take degree of freedom as 19. So you just you track the column 0.95 and this is degree of freedom 19, 20 values, so 1 minus 19, you will find in 0.95 it is 1.729 and same value we have taken here, it is 1.725, 1 minute. I think there's a mistake, it should be 1.729 instead of 1.725 because we have to see number 19, not 20. So you consider here 1.729, okay? Now let's see. This is my hypothesis. I told you I am comparing the performance of my student with Maharashtra state student, right? So null hypothesis is the current year student average, we call it as TSI, theory score index, of CND subject is less than or equal to last 3 years average TSI score. Acha, one thing I forgot to tell you, the hypothesis is always formulated based on the alternate hypothesis. The statement we prepare on basis of alternate hypothesis, not on the null hypothesis. So see the alternate hypothesis, the current year student average TSI score is in CND is greater than last 3 years average TSI score or not. That is, it is denoted by H. One is for alternate. Mu of current student, average of current student is greater than average of last 3 years student or not. And based on this we can formulate null hypothesis. Current year student average TSI score of CND is less than or equal to last year 3 year average TSI score or not. Okay. So mu of current is less than or equal to mu of last 3 years. This is my hypothesis. For this I will be doing a t-test. This is the Excel sheet. This is the score which I gave you for descriptive analysis. Now I have calculated the percentage because this is score out of 70. So this is a percentage score. 63 out of 70 is 90%. Likewise percentage is calculated, and summer 2021, 22, 23. This is CND subject TSI score which is given by the Maharashtra government, Board of Technical Education, and this is the average of CND TSI which is 63.85. Okay. Now this average is population average, population mean, because it is the average of entire Maharashtra student, right? So you have the population mean available 63.85 and you have to find out the sample mean, put it in the formula and find out the t value. Now if you will do it manually it becomes difficult. So step 1 is finding out the theory score out of 70 upon 70 into 100. The mean of all these values, sample values, is 70.57. That is sample mean. Standard deviation of sample, which is again a difficult part, is 18.08. Sample size is 20. So use T statistics formula, x bar minus mu 0 upon s upon under root 10. This is sample value, sample average 70.57, and this is population mean, which we found out from data given by the Maharashtra government, 63.85, and standard deviation is 18.08, and your sample size is 20. Put all the values in this formula, it is giving us t value 1.6627. This is the t value which we found from the t formula, right? Now this, we have to locate where this t value is there in the graph. So I told you this green part is the acceptance region and red part is the rejection region. The calculated value of 1.6627 is falling in the green region. So we have to accept null hypothesis, or we are failed to reject our null hypothesis because there are no sufficient evidences are available. If the value would have been more than 1.7 something, then we can reject the null hypothesis also. So this much amount of calculation is needed to finally conclude. Now this graph is drawn by the ChatGPT. Now I am showing you live. So conclusion is calculated value is 1.6627, degree of freedom is 19, alpha significance level was 5%, probability of rejection, and from T table we found critical value 1.729, degree of freedom 19. So calculated value was less than critical value 1.729. Conclusion is, since T calculated value is less than T critical value, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. That means we have accepted null hypothesis. So interpretation is that at 5% significant level, there is no statistical significant evidence available that current year average TSI score will be higher than last 3 years students average. Now you've seen so many things we have to do manually. Now I'll be using a second tool, ChatGPT. Now you just see how I'm writing the prompt and how ChatGPT is giving you directly. Okay, ChatGPT is in front of you. Let us write a prompt. Okay, now I'll take a screenshot of this Excel sheet. I'm using the same sheet, okay? I have taken a screenshot, upload this file on ChatGPT, okay? Now before writing the prompt, you carefully note down the cells which you are using. I am using the cells from D4 to D23, and population mean is available in I4 cell, right? So you must be very specific while writing the prompt. Excel sheet is attached for one tell t-test. Excel sheet is attached for one tell t-test. Acha, I have to attach hypothesis also, right? Because I am doing hypothesis, so statements must be attached. I am taking screenshot. This is my second file which I am attaching. Excel sheet is attached for one tell t-test. And hypothesis statements are attached for the same. Okay. I have clearly specified that I want one tell t-test, right? Significance level should be 5%. You have to specify. And degree of freedom should be 19. So we have specified degree of freedom. We have specified significance level. We want one tell t-test. Hypothesis statement is attached. I think this is sufficient. Okay, I want plot also, right? I want a t-test plot. Okay, show me conclusion of hypothesis and plot t-test curve and show acceptance and rejection regions clearly. So I think it is enough. One tell t-test is specified, significance level is specified, degree of freedom is specified. Okay, one more thing. I should write down the data as available in Excel. Otherwise, it will take a random data. So you must specify the cells. Sample mean, for sample mean, you should specify D4 to D23. For sample mean, use Excel cells D2 to D21. Just 1 minute. No, 23. D23 and population mean is available in cell I4. See, I am specifying the data cells properly, because if you are not specifying, it may take some random values also. Therefore, it is very important to specify every cell which is useful in your formula. Now we need a sample mean, we need a population mean, we need a standard deviation which will be calculated automatically, and we have specified the sample size also, 20. Degree of freedom, okay, better you specify sample size also. I think I have specified, no, I have specified degree of freedom. Degree of freedom should be 19, because I am adding above, because sample size is 20, that is from D2 to D23. I think it is enough. 99% we should get proper answer, but 1% we may not, because I can't guarantee you 100%. Most of the cases I am finding correct result. Let's see. So I think you are clear with how I have written the prompt. Okay, I'll just press OK. Wait for few minutes. It will calculate and will give you everything. It's analyzing. You can see. Data is uploaded in the cloud, OpenAI server. Their calculations are going on. Finally, results will be displayed in the local computer. Network connection lost, attempting to reconnect. Some network issue is there. Analysis is paused. There is some network issue going on. Huh? No, this is not actually Wi-Fi problem. Connection with the OpenAI is lost. OpenAI server is not responding. Here internet connection is proper. Or again, I think I have to reload the page. 1 minute. Many times it works with the reloading. I'll suggest you copy the prompt because sometime it loses the prompt also. Okay, reload the page. Let's see. Yeah. See, complete result is given. Sample mean size, sample mean 70.57. You first see the values which are calculated manually. These are the values calculated. Please note down the values and we will compare with AI. Sample mean is 70.57. Then standard deviation is 18.08. Sample size is 20 and T value is 1.6627. Let's see ChatGPT has calculated properly or not. Okay, sample mean 70.57, correct? Population mean 63.85, which is taken by directly from our Excel sheet. Standard deviation is 18.07, same as our value. Sample size 20, degree of freedom 19, and T statistics value is 1.662. Same value it is calculating. T value critical, one tell test with significance level of 0.05 is 1.729, which we have taken from the T table. Same value ChatGPT has calculated. Reject null hypothesis or false. That means here, 1 minute, why it is not showing graph? It should show the graph properly. It is showing reject null hypothesis false. Okay, that means we have to accept null hypothesis. Reject null hypothesis false. We are unable to reject, right? And that means we have accepted the null hypothesis. But see here graph it is not, I will again write plot T statistics curve showing critical value of T and calculated value of T with acceptance and rejection regions. Let's see. See, the graph is shown properly now. I'll just, yeah. You can see the graph, right? This red color is critical value and extreme right hand side is the rejection region, and blue color is the calculated value which falls in the acceptance region. So we have to accept null hypothesis or we are failed to reject null hypothesis because there are no sufficient statistical evidences available. Okay, so I think now it is clear that what ChatGPT can do. Now ChatGPT 5 can do research also. It will replace PhD students. That's a fact we have to accept. We can't deny. Okay, continue with my 5 minutes presentation only. So conclusion is over. Now I'll come to the regression. We'll finish regression and ANOVA within 5 minutes. I'll not take much time. Now what is regression? Regression is basically used for predictive analysis, and we are using the formula y equals to beta 0 plus beta 1 x plus epsilon, which is the error. Beta 0 and beta 1 are the coefficients, and y is called as a dependent variable, x is called as an independent variable. Y depends on the x value and beta 0, beta 1. I'll take a very interesting example for regression. This is a regression plot. Actually, this is the formula for equation of line, straight line. So straight line is plotted here, and beta 0 plus error values we are getting when x value is what? 0. You can see here when x is 0, y will be beta 0 plus error. So it is starting from beta 0 plus error, and straight line is shown. The slope is basically given by the beta 1. Okay. How to find out beta 1 and beta 0? This is the formula for beta 1, xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar upon xi minus x bar square. So we have to take I values from 1 to n. What is xi? Value of independent variable, and yi is the value of dependent variable. X bar is the mean and y bar is the mean. And this is the formula for beta 0, y bar minus beta 1 x bar. Let us come to the example, interesting example. This is a column for advertisement expenses. Company is investing on advertisement, 15 lakhs, 4 lakhs and so on. And these are our sales revenues. Now sales revenues are directly proportional to, sometime directly, sometime indirectly also. The relationship is very difficult to define. So 281.33 lakhs and so on. Now we have sales revenue which is a dependent on advertisement. So we will take advertisement as our x values because these are independent values. Sales depends upon the advertisement. So y, these are the y values. Okay. So we will solve for regression, where regression will predict, will give you the future picture. Beta 0 and beta 1 calculation. These are my advertisement expenses and these are my sales revenue values. Now x minus x mean. We have to find out mean of this, which is calculated. So x value minus the mean of values, these are the values, and y minus y mean. So first you have to find out the y mean, mean of all these things. Subtract those values from y, you are getting this column. Okay. And then you multiply these two columns, x minus x mean, y minus y mean. You will get a product in this column. Take a square of this column, x minus x mean raised to 2. This is x minus x mean square. Yeah, for regression we want x minus x mean square. You can, I'll go back and I'll show you. See, we want xi minus x bar square, and we want product of xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar. So we found these values and we have taken the square of x minus x mean. So we are interested in these last two columns. Second last column will be in the numerator of the formula, and last column will be in the denominator. So what I am doing, I am adding all these values because we want summation. See, I want summation of all these values and summation of all these values. So I am adding all these values. Finally, my summation of all the values is 7736.95 and summation of last column is 492.67. Just take a ratio of these two, you will find beta 0. So after taking the ratio of these two, I am getting, sorry, not beta 0, I am getting a beta 1 which is 15.70, and beta 0 is y bar minus beta 1 x bar. Y bar is the mean value of the y column which we have to calculate, and beta 1 just now we have calculated. X bar is the mean of x column, and then you substitute all the values, you will get beta 0 45.42. Okay. Now this was the analytical part. Just come to the conclusion, which is very interesting. The formula is y equals to beta 0, which is 45.42, plus beta 1 which is 15.7 into the independent value which is advertisement X. Now what is the conclusion or interpretation? If there is no advertisement, X value is 0, still sales revenues can be 45.42 lakhs. That without advertisement also my model, this is called as mathematical model. Many times you might have nowadays always listening, AI model, AI model, AI model. Model is nothing but the equation. This is my regression model. Okay. If my advertisement expenses are 0, still my company can sell the product of 45.42 lakhs. Now, for every 1 lakh advertisement expenses, my revenue will increase by 15.70 lakhs. Because if my X value will be 1 into 15.70, 15.70 will be added to 45.42. Every 1 lakh advertised expenses can increase my sales revenue by 15.70 lakh. This is the conclusion based on the evidences and data which is available. So if my company spends 10 lakhs, then 10 into 15.70, that comes to around 157, and plus 45.42, 202.42 lakh, that is nearly 2 crores. By spending 10 lakhs, company can sell the product of 2 crores. Now, I am not going much into details of regression because of time restriction. We can calculate the efficiency. We can calculate the different type of errors. Then we can work how to reduce the error. Because 100% accuracy is not possible. I am saying 2 crore means 2 crore. The sales can be 1.8 crore, sales can be 2.2 crore. Then there is an error analysis, how to find out the difference between the predicted value and the actual value. And we have to calculate some number of error values, and we have to reduce that error. That is called as root mean square error analysis. Okay, that is an extension of this. So I think you are clear, pretty clear how regression works. Now this regression, if you want, I can write a prompt on ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you direct this formula. You want me, or Dinesh sir, shall I write a prompt or I should conclude? Because time given to me is 1:15. You just realize how much time you will take to calculate this. I have taken only 20 samples. If I am telling you to calculate for 100 sample, you will take minimum 2 hours or 1 hour to calculate and to find out the regression equation. And if sample size goes in thousands and lakhs, it will take months time. And this is possible just by writing the prompt on ChatGPT. Okay. Now last test for 5 minutes is ANOVA. I will be showing you a Python program. It will not take more than 5 minutes. Analysis of variance, that how much the value is varying. ANOVA compares the means of 3 or more group to see if at least one is significantly different. I have 3 groups. Suppose I have 3 subjects and I want to find out whether all 3 subject marks are nearly same or any one particular subject marks are different. And then I can proceed further. I can find out the reason why the marks are not coming. So ANOVA is basically finding out the variance between the group of elements. So I am taking here 3 groups. Null hypothesis is all group means are equal. I am assuming that all 3 group average is same, which is 1, same. Alternate hypothesis, at least one group mean is different. This is the data. I have taken 3 groups, A, B and C. Sample size 6 only. So student S1 to S6, and these are the marks 40, 45, 67, 58, 75 and 90. I want to find out whether there is a significant difference of marks between the 3 groups or not using ANOVA. Now Excel mein these are the steps. Okay, these are the Excel steps. again you can go to Copilot, directly write a prompt, you will get values. Okay, but you can do manually also. You have to go to data analysis tab, select ANOVA, single factor, select your range, labels in first row, click OK, find out F and P value, then decision to reject or accept. Now you can do same thing with the help of Copilot. You can do same thing with the IBM SPSS, which is available online. Same thing is possible using ChatGPT. Same thing is possible with the Gemini. Same thing is possible by writing a Python program also. So now my final step is to show you the Python program. I'm not going to write. I've written already. I'm just showing you the Python program. I'm running in front of you. Just see whether we are getting the value or not. So significant level is 0.05. So reject HO, that is null hypothesis, that at least one group is mean is significantly different. Excel analysis is telling us to reject. Now let us see what Python program is telling. We are finding out P value, which is a probability value. If it is less than 5%, we will reject. If it is more than 5%, we will accept. That is fail to reject. You can run Python program in idle also or in Jupyter Notebook also. I am running in idle. So this is my Python shell. I am opening the program which is already written. This is my Python program. You can see the Python program, and at least one condition you can see. If P value less than 0.05, I am printing rejecting HO. P is the probability. If probability of my hypothesis is less than 5%, then I have to reject. And if my probability is more than 5%, else print fail to reject or accept the null hypothesis. That is no significant difference in means. So I am running the hypothesis. Values are given. Group A values 40, 45. Group B values 67, 58. Group C values 75 and 90. These are same values which I have taken in my presentation. So I am running Python program, and you can see the output in shell. You can see the result here in blue color. F statistic value is 14.50, probability is 0.03. Now 0.03 is what? Less than 0.05. So here we are rejecting the null hypothesis. At least one group mean out of A, B and C is different. And you can easily make out also from the data set. You will find 40, 45, 67, 58. A and B are closer, but C group marks are 90 and 75. So their mean will not be same or closer to the A and B. So with the help of Python also, Python can be used as a very important tool. So today I have demonstrated 3 tools: Copilot, ChatGPT and Python. There are many tools available nowadays. You can explore many tools on internet. AI applications in research. See, it reduces the time. So you might have observed or realized that we can save a lot of time when we are directly using AI tools, and it handles the large data sets very efficiently. My data set was only 20 numbers or some 7 to 8 numbers, but you can take millions of rows for your analysis. Then it supports prediction and decision making. Just now we have seen how the sales revenue is affected by the advertisement, and then it automates or it interprets of thesis and publication. Nowadays, ChatGPT and AI tools are also helping you for writing the thesis. Like the first session, my sir told you how to understand. There is a Turnitin tool available where it exactly shows you how much percentage of thesis you have taken from the ChatGPT or any AI tool. You should be good in your writing. Okay, you should be more realistic when you are writing. Of course, you can use libraries, you can use online tools, because without that research is not possible nowadays. But while writing the thesis, you should be very much, you should write in your own language. Okay, don't copy it. If you will copy paste, AI tools are available to catch hold of you easily, very easily. Limitations are also there. AI is assistive, not replacement for understanding statistics. See, you will find the accuracy is close to 99%, 98% for analysis, but still you get errors sometime. Because I have observed many times errors. And then I modify my prompt. Okay, I work in a different way to get my proper result. That's the reason, when we say that AI will completely replace the human being, it's not possible. You need subject matter expert. Till you don't know what is descriptive analysis, what is inferential analysis, how the AI works, how to use AI tools, it's not possible to work. Human is required, subject expert is required. AI is here to help us to make impossible things possible, not to replace the human being. So I think first of all हम लोग को वो डर निकालना चाहिए कि AI से हमको problem होने वाला है. Worldwide 8 lakh jobs we are going to lose in next 3 years, but 18 lakhs jobs will be created in next 5 years. So this is just a transition phase. Okay, we have to bear with the technology. The message is very clear. You have to adopt the new things. You have to upgrade yourself and you learn AI. AI will help you a lot. Garbage in, garbage out, ensure data quality. Data is like a food for AI. If your data quality is good, you will get a good output. And validate AI output with classical statistical reasoning. You should always do validation. When you get result, there are validation techniques are available. In my PhD, I have done 3 types of validations to validate my result. Yes, the result which I am getting is correct or not. So my guide told me you have to validate. And there are validation techniques available in AI. So I'm open to question and answer any question.
Can we use the software Minitab for this statistical analysis?
Which software?
Minitab.
Minicam.
Tab,
CAM.
TAB.
CAP. Minicap. I have not heard of this software because there are now many softwares available on the internet, but I will suggest you go with the good companies and reliable companies because you are uploading your data on their servers. So they are getting a complete access of your data. Like I'll tell you one example. 2 weeks back in my building, one person got suddenly a heart problem, night 10 o'clock. So we went to doctor, he suggested ECG and ECG was taken 11:30 PM or 12 o'clock. Doctors were not there, nurses were there. So there was some probe misalignment problem. So doctor suggested us that you go for a second time ECG Sunday morning. So what I did, I have uploaded his ECG report on ChatGPT. ChatGPT has given us same conclusion what doctor gave us. And second day again we went to hospital and we have taken out ECG and ECG was fine. Same report was again uploaded by me on the ChatGPT and ChatGPT had given me the clear picture that there is no problem. Doctor also gave us same suggestion. But all these things are uploaded on their servers. And I got a clear message from ChatGPT that still the laws are not made for privacy. So you should be careful while uploading your data. So go with the reliable companies, otherwise your data will be misused. I have not heard about this mini cap. I have used around 8 to different type of tools, but according to me, I am getting the best results from ChatGPT. And best videography from Gemini, Google Gemini, 2.5, best video I am getting. But analytical parts, texting, writing prompt, ChatGPT is best out of. Copilot is good only for analysis, but ChatGPT is best. Any other question? IBM SPSS is good for analytics and analysis. Shall I conclude? Okay. Thank you very much for listening me. Thank you.